Keep adding. Almost forgot to put that on. And then we'll wait. I wait till about 7:04 to get started. Notes together. Hopefully everybody's having a great week. It was nice having so many people in the workout tonight. Go ahead and mute everyone. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. Sorry. You can mute me. It's that time, so they think that he's home, but he's not home. Let me show you. Look. Nobody's here. Go lay down. Nobody's here. Go. Do you hear them crying? They're literally crying like life is over. All right, gonna give it a couple more minutes. Look at that little cutie patootie on there. Hi, Kristen's daughter, I'm guessing. She's so cute. I'm just letting everybody pop on. Christine Delgado, it was so awesome seeing you at My Orange Theory this week. Jennifer Ursay, thank you for the shout out after your workout today. Thank you to everybody that joined in our workout today. We had 7 people, I think. It was good. Loved it. The band workouts are so good. You're building that lean muscle with bands, and I love it. All right, we're gonna give it 1 more minute and then we're starting. And I have a great recipe that I'm gonna post tonight. It is cinnamon, you know, gnocchi. Well, do you know gnocchi? Trader Joe's has a cauliflower gnocchi, and I have a recipe to make it a dessert with cinnamon. Wait till you try it. It's amazing. I tried it. It's amazing. It doesn't sound like it, but it is. But don't use me as a judge. People say I eat what I want to eat. Look at Melissa's little baby. Sarah's little girl. So cute. She's so cute. You do love those, Vicky? I do too. I kind of wish I didn't make my sweet potato fries tonight. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. So welcome everyone. It is the first meeting of the Shred into Spring. Woohoo! So exciting. The first meeting of every new challenge, I always ask the same question. And I ask it because I want to show all the new Shred Tribe members that you're not alone and that we are all in this together, and everybody has started in the same place. Doesn't matter where you are on your journey. You all had week 1, 2, and 3. So if you are a continuing on Shred Tribe member and you felt like the week 1, how the hell am I going to do this? I'm never going to track this food. I'm never going to be able to eat all this food. This is the most complicated thing I've ever done. I'm a failure. Raise your hand. I mean, there's not a lot of people that are showing their pictures tonight, but the ones that are, they all have their hands up. Okay, now put your hands down. Raise your hand if you are a continuing on Shred Tribe member and you love macros, you have no problem, like you have your set system and things are great. I love how she's raising her hand. All right, so new Shred Tribe members that are in here, and oh, I see all the little yellow hands. Awesome. New Shred Tribe members that are all feeling overwhelmed and not hitting your numbers, it will get easier. It does get less challenging. It becomes a game. I call it macros Tetris. I love the game. So if you are not loving it, reach out to me. I will help you hit your numbers. What I won't do when you reach out to me and you say you can't eat your protein, your carbs, your fats, I'm not going to say that's okay, don't do it. I'm going to say, you need to eat that food. Let's figure out a way. And we will work on getting you in, getting all your food in. The only way this program works is if you eat the food in your macros in your program. It is science. I've calculated it out and it works. Raise your hand if you're a continuing on Shred Tribe member and you never thought you would lose weight with all the food you got to eat. Raise your hand if you are losing weight. Raise your hand if you are feeling amazing. Raise your hand if you might have left and come back because you knew the program works. It works. So if you give it a chance, if you trust the process, it works. I promise you. Just take a deep breath and everything will fall into place eventually. The sessions run session after session. There's no break. And usually it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get into your groove. These dogs, you hear them crying? It's ridiculous. Okay. So I just like to get that out of the way because I know so many people panic and they feel like they're never going to be able to get the PAC program down, but somebody referred you in here because it worked for them. Like, I don't really advertise. Most people are like, oh, I know you and I know your program, or I've seen your personal journey, or somebody referred me because they look great, they feel great, and now I want to do it. So no one is blindly coming into this program. I promise you, you made the right decision. If you feel like you did not make the right decision and it's not for you, and my style of coaching is not for you, this is the week to tell me so I can refund you. I don't want anybody in the tribe that doesn't feel like they should be here. I don't do this to make money. I do this because it's my passion, because I love it, because I live, sleep, eat, and breathe macros and helping people get healthy. So if you don't feel like you belong, or you feel like you don't want to be here, or, it's just not for you, I get it. It's a tribe. You have to feel like you want to do this. You want to be a part of it. And if you don't feel that way, I don't want you to feel like you have to be in here. So, and I don't want to keep anybody's money. I never do. or God forbid something happens in this week and you can't stay in. I will talk to you about that. Okay. So moving on. I always like to give new information, and then I'm going to go cover, I'm going to give new challenge information. Then I'm going to cover some points that I've noticed not happening this week. And then I'm going to talk about a new topic. And it might not be a new topic for obviously recurring Shred Tribe members, because there's only so many topics you can talk about. But first thing I want to say is this meeting right here, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., unless I have an emergency, which has happened maybe 3 times in 3 years, is always the same time, same place. You never have to message me and say, what time is the meeting? What is the link? Where is it going to be? It's here. Same time, same place, same link, same password. Everything is exactly the same. This meeting is one of the most important things that you do in this challenge. It helps you stay focused. It helps you stay engaged. It helps you stay accountable. And the camaraderie, the Shred Tribe, keeps you on point. I promise you that. I've seen people stray from the meetings. They stray from the app. They stray from the program. I reach them. I reel them back in. They get back on, and they get back on the program, and they're right back into what they're doing. The second most important thing is your app. I reached out to so many people yesterday because I noticed they haven't logged into their app in like 7 days. If you're not logging into your app, you're not tracking. If you're not tracking, you're not doing the program. If you're not doing the program, you're not going to see changes. If you're not going to see changes, the program's not going to work for you. The app is our way to communicate. I don't text. I try not to text. I try not to do Facebook messaging. I try to keep it all in the app. If I message you in the app, you're going to get a notification. Please reply back to me. My messages are not, fly by the night messages. It's because I care and because I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm looking at your stuff. I messaged a bunch of people for hitting their performance goals. I messaged a bunch of people for a bunch of things yesterday. Some people replied back, some people didn't. I can see if you read my messages, FYI. So I'm your coach. I'm here for that communication. So it's really important that we communicate. If you feel like you don't need to communicate and you can do it on your own, all the power to you, but let me know that, because then I won't bother you and message you when I notice something's coming on, like something's up. In the app, all those groups are so important. I'm getting a bunch of messages, can you give me a cheat sheet on this? Is there a cheat sheet on this? In the app, in the groups, there's a cheat sheet for everything. There's a cheat sheet group. I just added 3 new cheat sheets for lean protein, not so lean protein, and fatty protein. So when you guys message me and say you need ideas for protein, I can't invent anything new. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Protein is protein. So when you look at those cheat sheets, it's not like Shannon's going to come out and say, oh, and by the way, this is a new protein that no one knows about. And it's not going to happen. So very fatty protein sources, fairly lean protein sources, very lean protein sources. They're right here. Can't miss it. Scroll up. You have sushi. Scroll up. You have carbohydrate cheat sheet. Scroll up. Another sheet where if you don't know what you're doing to hit all 3, I know it's not going to show. Never does. You can see where it combines them. My carbs, my fats, my proteins, my fats. It's in here. It's in your ebook. These are what I use. If you message me and say, I need carbs and fats, first thing I'm going to do is be like, all right, she needs carbs and fats. And I look on here. If I don't know off the top of my head, or if you tell me you don't eat certain things, I use these cheat sheets. Everybody should use these cheat sheets. Of course, I want you to message me. I just got a message from Orange Theory. They asked me if I can open tomorrow morning. That's why I got sidetracked. Oh, okay. That's a 3:30 a.m. wake up. And I'm there till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And I've done it Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to be done sulking now. Okay, so cheat sheet, super important. Those groups are really important. Fitness versus macros versus nutrition. I love getting the messages when I send out the, how you guys doing? Like that first week message, how you guys doing? What's new? How you feeling? And I get, well, I'm really doing great with my fitness, but I'm sucking at my macros. Okay, well, the program is macros. So I love that you're getting your fitness in, but I hate to say this, anybody can fucking work out. We all work out. We all love working out. If you don't love working out, you do it anyway. Or if you didn't love working out, you start to love it. The program is nutrition. The program is macros. Anybody can go for a walk outside, but also anybody can put 3 Oreos in their mouth. So that's the most important thing. If you are having trouble hitting your numbers, not getting in your food, not understanding your macros, not understanding nutrition, the first thing I'm going to say to you is, did you watch the 3 meetings from last week? The Macros 101, the welcome, and the Q&A. Those are such important meetings. Mary, do you agree with me? Were they an eye-opener, the meetings? Like when you first came in the app and you were like, this is ridiculous, and then they helped you with the meetings? Because Mary's been at every freaking meeting. She's been at meetings she didn't have to be at meetings. So she is going to be super successful. I know she is. The meetings are really important. And I just said that, but the past meetings, if you haven't watched them, that's what I'm gonna say to you first. I already talked about this in the meeting. Go ahead and watch it. And then I will talk about it with you. The meetings are 30 minutes. You can watch them, you can listen to them. I listen to Zooms only. Only thing I listen to in my car is Zooms. I mean, podcasts. Zooms can be listened to also. So you don't have to watch it. I don't show anything unless you want to see my hands flying around all the time. If you are continuing on and you put in that update sheet that you wanted a new habit, I put it in there. You should see it. If you don't see it, message me, because I went through every single person. Mind you, there's 160 people that continued on. 60 people filled out an update form. How crazy is that? So if you filled it out, I read what you wrote and I updated your habits. If you said something about your macros, I reached out to you today. Margot, Laura, I reached out to you. I let you know that I read it. I'm working on your stuff. Let's do it together. If you gave me great comments or anything like that, I really appreciate it. I read through them all. If you told me that you changed your fitness, we have talked about it. If I haven't gotten to you yet, I'm still going through the list. Remember, I wasn't able to get in the back office on Saturday and Sunday. I kind of got in Monday, and then yesterday I was full-fledged. So I've been going through everybody's stuff. I take my glasses off a second because I'm old and I can't see small. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay. Sarah, I saw you move your face like I didn't do it, but I did do yours. I fixed yours. Yeah. You're no longer 10, you're 8. You saw it, right? Okay. All right. By the way, I'm blind and this is how small it prints. Do you see that? How teeny it is? It's so small. Okay. Back to my notes. Okay, so your new habits have been added. If you are a new Shred Tribe member and you want a special habit added, like add vitamins, wash my face every night, any of those things, let me know, message me, and I will add it for you. Step challenge. Yay, we're going back to the step challenge. And I love this challenge because you get to earn money. People have won like $200, $220, $230. Jody, you were a winner. Jody, how much money did you win? Twice, right? 3 times. How much money did you win total?
In the summertime, there wasn't a lot of people. I think I won 50 and maybe 60, but then in September, October, maybe it was 150 or 200.
Yeah.
And I got hurt.
Yes. So now you're on the sidelines, but I'm going to
be back. I'll be back.
Anyway, just so you can help motivate us. Just because I love that you're in there and you're a good motivator. So the step challenge is a sidebar challenge from the Shred Tribe challenge. It's in the group. It's a separate group in the app. Only the people that are doing the step challenge are in the group. It is a buy-in. I don't make any money off the challenge. Whoever wants to do the step challenge puts $10 in. Whoever gets the most amount of steps from Monday, the 28th till the end of this challenge, which I think will be 4 weeks later, 5 weeks later, gets the whole pot. No questions asked. And I will explain the rules. So really quick, there's a group. In the group, you have to post your daily steps from whatever it is, your Fitbit, your watch, your phone, whatever it is. Every week, I ask you to send me your, I'll put a spreadsheet in there. You're going to put in your weekly total. And then at the end, whoever has the most steps gets the money. It's fun. It's motivating to get your 10,000 steps in. And it gets everybody moving. And it's fun. You guys motivate each other in the group. It's really fun. So that's coming up. I want to remind everybody that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You are not going to lose 30 pounds in 6 weeks. It's not going to happen. It's about 4 to 7 pounds every challenge, give or take. If you can lose more, awesome, but it's only a pound a week. So remember that. And the slower you take it off, the longer it stays off. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about. I promise you. So I put in a group about the testimonials. I've gotten about 3 testimonials. I really appreciate it. I'm redoing my whole website. I hired a marketing company and everything. So if people would give me a new testimonial, you will get your choice. Just for giving me a great testimonial, a Shannon Shred Tribe blender cup, or a set of 5 Shannon Shred Tribe resistance bands. Your choice, either one. If you give me a testimonial, it has to be nice, of course. 2 things I need though in the testimonial is how you felt before and how you feel now. So like what made you join and how you feel after whatever you did. And then as soon as you do that, I'll get this out in the mail to you. It's actually a real blender cup, in case anybody was wondering. Okay, testimonials done. The Shred Tribe photo shoot. So Anna, who is in our group, Anna Casal, is a photographer. She is going to do a Shred Tribe photo shoot, and it's going to be for all social media. I'm going to use like 1 or 2 pictures for my website, but it's going to be us like in our tank tops, you know, arms up across, like, you know, I want it like a tribe, like, you know, I'll send you guys pictures. If you said yes, I'm going to make a group. There's a hair and it's driving me crazy. I'm going to make a group just for us in there. And we're trying to settle the date. Once we figure out the date, if you can do it, I'll keep you in the group. If you can't do it, I'll take you out of the group so you're not getting bombarded with messages. But it's going to be outside. It's going to be down by Flagler on the water wall. So we have that really beautiful backdrop. It's so far, I have like 10 or 12 people. I would love to have as many people as we can. It'll be so much fun. I'm going to pay Anna to do it all. And if you want pictures by yourself, I will work that in as well. So that's that. Okay, someone brought this up and I thought it was funny. Then I'm going to get to the real topic of this meeting, and I have like, I don't know how many minutes. I love that I'm sweating a lot. I'm burning a lot of calories. I love hearing that, but that's such a myth. And I'm going to do a meeting on 20 myths next week. Or maybe the week after, because next week I think we should do the share meeting. But sweating is such a misconception. It has nothing to do with how hard you work. Some people sweat a lot. Some people don't sweat at all. It's your sweat glands. It's just it's your genes. So I could be working out next to my sister and she could be drenched. I can have not one sweat droplet, and I could be working out harder than she is. Please remember that. So if you see somebody working out somewhere and they're not sweating, that has nothing to do with anything. People say to me all the time at Orange Theory when I work out, like, you're not even sweating. You're not even working hard. I'm like, dude, I'm working hard. Don't worry, I promise. That's why I don't wear my heart rate monitor either. So don't use that as a guide of how hard you're working. The next thing is another thing. Someone messaged me and said, I'm so sore. I loved that workout the other day. It was so hard. Soreness is not a scale of how hard you work out. Soreness is a muscle you have not used in a while or as hard. So being sore is not an indicator of you kicked ass. Working out hard feeling good is an indicator of kicking ass. So please remember that. I hardly ever get sore unless I go for a long run because I don't use all those muscles all the time. But like I said, soreness is not an indicator of how hard you work either. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about, and this is a quick topic, and I have like 7 minutes, as you guys all know, I get cut off. And I talked about this the last Shred Tribe, and I'm going to talk about it every Shred Tribe, the first meeting of every challenge. Markers of progress. The scale is the last thing you want to think about as a marker of progress, because the scale only weighs your entire body. It takes into consideration water, stress, sleep, how hard you worked out, because if you did a half a marathon, then the next day you weigh in, your body is inflamed. You are retaining water. If you fly, your scale is going to go up. If you have salt the night before, your scale is going to go up. But none of those reasons are fat. They're all non-fat scale increases. And you're doing this to lose fat. You're not doing this to lose water, right? You're not doing this to lose muscle. You're doing this to gain muscle, lose fat. That should be why everybody's here, and to get healthy. This lifestyle journey is not just about changing the outer, it's about changing the inner. And when you guys get on the scale, it's a great measurement because that's really all we have on a weekly basis, but it's not the end all be all. So if you message me and say, I haven't lost weight in 2 weeks, I'm going to say, well, let me see your pictures that you took on week 1 and week 3. And let's look at your body. Has it changed? Has your stomach gone down? Do you feel less bloated? Do you have more energy? Those are all great indicators that this transformation, that your journey is working. I have somebody in the app that has maybe lost 4 pounds. And her body has shrunk. She went down 3 sizes because it's all inches. And she now has more muscle than fat. Muscle and fat weigh exactly the same. Dawn, I hate to call you out, but Dawn is a great example of that. Dawn loses very little pounds, but her body changes so much. I posted it in the group. She's the cute little blonde, short hair. I did not tell Dawn I was doing this, so I apologize. This is Dawn. Look at how much her body has shrunk. Do you guys see that? That is in 1 month, right? Or 4 weeks, January 3rd to February 21st. It looks like she lost like 15 pounds. What did you lose? 5, 6?
Yeah, 5 pounds.
5 pounds. That's 5 pounds. But she's lost so many inches, which is a huge score for tracking macros. So measurements are a great marker. Thank you, Dawn. Measurements are a great marker of progress. Your mood is a great marker of progress. Your energy is a great marker of progress. Not having so much stress about what you're going to eat, that decision-making burnout, you shouldn't have that. Because if you're planning ahead, you already know what you're eating all day. It's not, oh my God, what am I going to eat for lunch to stay on track? It's like, I already know, because I already know my budget for the day. So you don't have that. Your sleep quality should be better. Now, if you eat something with caffeine or sugar, obviously before you go to bed, it's going to keep you up. But if you eat protein, it's not going to keep you up. Consistency of diet adherence. When you look and you see, you get a goal and you're like, you tracked for 10 days. You're like, yes, I did. Awesome. Like, that's great. That's a motivator. That's a great scale of progress. Your body composition. That is huge. And I just talked about that with Dawn. When you lose body fat, the scale is not going to change, but your body is going to shrink so much. Accomplishing new feats, doing a half a marathon, lifting heavier, seeing the progress in the gym is a huge, huge progress tracker, marker of progress. Your fitness performance, improved digestion, forming new habits, making new relationships, being more mindful about things you are doing. Your mindset will totally shift. How many of you that are current tribe members that have been continuing on used to look in the refrigerator? I ask this question every time. Used to look in the refrigerator and see food. And now when you look in the refrigerator, you see numbers, you see macros. You don't see food anymore. That is a huge mindset shift. So that's a great mindset shift because now you're actually thinking about what you're doing. Right, because you lost so many inches. Exactly, Jody. Exactly. That was a direct message. That's why I didn't want to bring it up. Sarah G, her sleep has improved. She definitely, and she saw the change. Her sleep has improved, which is awesome. Lab results. Raise your hand if you've been in the Shark Tribe and you've had lab results and they came back better. Awesome. Love that. People were asking me about sodium and stuff like that. If you do have lab results that show that your sodium level is high, your doctor says you need to watch that, then yes, you need to watch that. If you retain water, then yes, you need to watch that. Otherwise, you don't need to watch that unless you have other issues. So I want you to start asking yourself a couple of questions. Have your body measurements changed since you started this journey? I'm going to bring these up again later on. Has your body composition changed? This is why taking pictures can be very helpful, which is why we do them every 2 weeks. If you have not taken your pictures week 1, you are doing yourself a disservice. Has your energy increased? Do you notice that you're not getting 2 p.m. blues anymore? Maybe you get them at 3 p.m. Maybe you're not getting them anymore. Do you notice yourself in a better mood overall? Has your appetite improved? You guys will start to notice that. Are you getting more sleep? Have you noticed that you didn't like to exercise and now your exercising has increased? That I know a bunch of you, because I know a lot of you personally. Are you noticing new habits? Stretching, logging before you eat, preparing your food is a huge habit. A lot of you are doing that. Are you noticing you're not using an event or a party or an excuse to forget about your goals? So those are super important mile markers, and those are great, not mile markers, progress markers. Those are great markers. I want you guys to think of a very specific goal going into the next week from Wednesday to Wednesday. One goal, track every day, get my water in every day, hit my steps every day. I don't care what your goal is. Prepare every day, journal every morning. You guys know I'm a huge journaler. I'm all about being thankful and gratitude. I'm all about meditation. Maybe it's meditate every day for, that breath thing I taught you guys, the last challenge, which we'll talk about later. Maybe lift heavier when you go to the gym. I've been pushing everybody at Orange Theory lately. Stop picking up those light dumbbells. Stop picking up the light dumbbells. If I hear one more time, I don't want to look like a bodybuilder. You are never going to look like a bodybuilder. Unless you are on a program to set you up to look like a bodybuilder, which means you're eating 3,000 calories a day. You are never going to look like, you're not going to get bulky. It's not going to happen. So please don't think that it will. Lift heavy. Stacy, I hope you went out and got those heavier dumbbells. No more of those baby bells. I don't want to see any baby bells. Nobody needs them. I would ship them to you, but it would cost me more to ship them to you. And I think that is it. Okay, so leaving this meeting, I need to know if you want to be in the step challenge so I can put you in the group and I'll lay down all the rules. I need to know if you want to go to the photo shoot, which will cost you guys nothing. I'm going to pay for it. If you need new habits added, I need to know that. These are all your homeworks. And if you're going to do a testimonial, send that to me. And when you do, let me know if you want a cup or a 5-pack of resistance bands. And I think that is it. I have a spreadsheet that I put in the group. It's called the Google Shred Tribe information thing that you guys put your addresses in there. I'm gonna put that back in the important announcements group. You guys have all done it, especially if you've been in the group. You have, Stacy. I see your face, but you have. If it changed, please give me your new address. And if you haven't given me your full address in that spreadsheet, please make sure you do. Because if I ever need to send you guys anything in the mail, I just revert to that spreadsheet. It's just easier for me than always asking you for your addresses. And I think that is it. Shred Tribe retreat stuff, information will be coming out shortly. Just a questionnaire, and I'm gonna get cut off. So everybody have an amazing night. Have a great week. Remember, always be badass, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming on. You guys are awesome. Mwah. Bye.